What is up, everyone? Pandas Squad. Now, some of you might be wondering, why the frick are you recording a game on your phone? Listen, I'm not here for the best quality. I'm here to entertain you guys. And for this episode, I'm not entertaining. I'm actually going to show you guys some tips and tricks for elemental battlegrounds. So, the thing with this game is that some people do not understand this. You do not play first person. You know how many people I have seen playing first person? It is the most annoying thing I've ever seen. Now, some of you might be, whoa, why would you do that? Okay, good for you. You do that. But people do not go in first person. Because when you're like this, guess what? You can look all around you. So let me put in a situation why third person is so much better. So let's say you're on a rock, right? Someone blasts you away and they're up here. So they don't know you're over here. Well, they might, but the point is that if you have something like Blood Curdling Blast from Nightmare, you can jump up and you can just shoot them. So let's say you're down here, jump up, and you Blood Curdling Blast. And then they get blasted, they're stunned, and then you can just go off. That's another thing. And also, if you want to, there's the new element, Reaper Seal, and you can just kind of teleport away. I'll show you what that is. You just kind of like teleport away. It's really helpful. Gets you away from combat. Anyways, that's a tip and trick. So you always want to stay in third person. Some people's stuff might not know, which is depressing. So WW is when you flip. Double D is when you go sideways. I don't have enough stamina, I mean. And then double A is when you go to the right. And LS is when you go backwards. Now, these are not going to be very important unless you have a low speed. I'm going to go over the skill tree here in a little while, but speed is the best because if you have tons of stamina and you just click control or shift or whatever control thing, you will go fast and you won't need these flips because they take so much mana and it's just a waste of time. So if you just have the speed, you can go wherever you want. So yeah, that's what you're gonna do. So for this, I'm not max level, but what you're gonna want to do is all put into speed. Then what you want to do is mana, then power, and then your rest of what you have left, you're gonna want to put those into defense. This is the thing I run. It depends what you think. Stamina is helpful, but it's not going to blah blah blah. And some people might be wondering, why don't you have max health upgraded? Reason for this is that that's only going to help you physically. You want beneficially things. So like, if you have extra mana, you can kill people quicker, so you won't need health. Just for that example. So just, you have to think better than the game. So that's my whole point. By the way, I have all the elements. I'll probably make another video about combos if you guys want me to. But yeah, so that's what you do with that skill tree or whatever. Don't buy anything, that's retarded. I bought the aura because I'm dumb. Anyways, so what else do I have here? I don't have a script or anything. Another trick is just conserve your stamina. If you're running like this, let's say you're going to run out of stamina. You see my stamina down there? It's running out. That orange bar. So when you run, yeah, the stamina is going to go down. So a good way to think of this is if you're not that far away from a target, either if you have the ability to do so, use a transportation spell to get to them. So a good example of this would be Reaper Sill and Neutron something. Let me see. It's from space. Where is it? Oh, Comet Crash. And what that does, here, I'll show it. Basically, it's similar. It's similar to what Reaper Seal does. This is what Comet Crash does. And when you get to the target, it will blind them. So, that's space. But that's an example. So, for example, I keep saying example. If you go up to a target like this, do all your stuff, you can hit a combo off, and the person will most likely die at your level. Now, I'm assuming if you looked up this video, you don't have a lot of elements. You don't have all this fancy elements and stuff. You don't have all this diamonds. You're probably limited down to about fire, water, or grass. I'm going to help people with that. Pick fire. Pick fire, please. I see so many people making the mistake of doing water and grass. Okay, water has had some buffs. Water has gotten pretty good. Grass, nah, you don't really need it. But what you do need is you need earth. Fire and earth in the first part of the game, you can destroy with those. Because if you mix, for example, actually spikes and like consecutive fireballs and blaze column, you can stun people and literally have them killed. People at this level, they're dumb. So that's why I'm making this video for you guys to be helped. And then after you get earth, you can combine the elements and get lava. And this is just the beginning. This is just the beginning. Now, people might be like, oh my gosh, okay, that sounds like a lot. I don't want to invest this much time. If you want to invest time in the game, then, like, if you don't, then don't watch this video. This takes a long time, lots of practice, but lava. Once you get to lava, just buy them spells. It doesn't matter what you get what sounds cool, but lava is what you want. Once you're in lava, you're free. I don't care what you do. Lightning's pretty good. Lightning has transportation, lightning flash, tons of people use. Nature is not my favorite, but some people like it. Ice is pretty trash in my opinion. Plasma has had some buffs, and their buffs has been pretty good. Plasma ray is pretty good, and there's a couple other abilities. Crystal is really good for combos because for crystal armament. Spirit, it was good, really good. And then they had a couple buffs and debuffs, and in all, it kind of made it a pretty decent element. Gravity, when it first came out, it was fantastic. And right now, it's still pretty freaking good. So that's pretty good. Light, okay, this is what people are mostly asking me. Or not asking me, but people ask me, do I get light or darkness? Now, this might come as a personal preference, because light has some good things and darkness has some good things. But if you're asking me, I would go for light. So this is what you can get with light. You can get Spectrum, and I'm pretty sure you can get Reaper and Phoenix. I do not know exactly, but whatever you pick for lightness and light and darkness basically means you get the high level tier. So you want both of them, obviously. Then you can get Void. Void's trash, by the way, in my opinion. Light's pretty good. Darkness is eh. Nightmare. Nightmare has been so good to me forever. Some people might say, oh, it's slow and sluggish. It has so much mana. It does damage, and that's my playstyle. If you guys don't know what my playstyle is, it's get in there, kill everyone, get back to safety. I don't mean go in the safe zone because that's cheap. Spectrum. Spectrum. This element is so annoying. It's literally like one of the most annoying things ever, but it's good. Time, very good. Space, pretty good. Phoenix, amazing. And Reaper right now, it came out I think on Halloween. It's broken. I'm sorry, it's broken. It's so much damage. You can do so much possibilities with it, and you will just destroy people. So that's my guide to elements. It's crazy. And for this video, I'm going to contribute some things. So this is Elemental Battlegrounds. This is the game. I am level 183. And this is my stats. I'll just open it up for you guys to look at. And another thing, my keyboard and mouse pad, Razer fanboy. I want to mention those so you people might be like, oh, why is it Chroma or whatever? What keyboard is that? This is the Black Widow version 2 Chroma. This is the Razer Mamba, which I might get the Lance head soon, and the Razer Firefly mouse pad. That is all the stuff. This is a Mac. If you guys have any questions, leave down in the comments. I will probably answer every single one because no one watches me. Alright guys, have a nice day and see ya.